All right, welcome into 5 Reasons to Bet here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at 5 Reasons Sports and at Ethan J. Skolnick. You can follow Jim Rodriguez at Jrod Show. We're both coming to you from outside today. It's a gorgeous day here in South Florida. But tomorrow they're going to be in Los Angeles for the Super Bowl. The Rams at home, second straight year with a home team playing in the Super Bowl against the Bengals. The Rams are favorites, as you know. We're going to talk about some of that, but also other props here with Jim. Before we do, I want to tell you about a Super Bowl party that's going on Sunday at 4 o'clock. It's at City Cigar Lounge. City Cigar Lounge in downtown Miami, real close to FTX Arena. You can see some of the details there. You can also find them on their Instagram page at City Cigar Lounge. They got a watch party starting at 4 o'clock. This is a great spot, okay, if you want to watch a game and just chill, because you can chill there forever. It takes a while to smoke a cigar, right? So it's a good place to go for that. They got more than 50 different types of premium cigars. They got more than 350 different types of premium liquor. They've got a great little food menu there. They got clean, comfortable chairs, and they got TVs everywhere. Like, seriously, like you can just like whirl around. There's one right in front of you, okay? So check it out at City Cigar Lounge. You're not going to have to like, go to a sports bar and like try to jump over someone to kind of see the TV. No, you will be able to see it from there, and you'll be able to chill, okay? So check it out, City Cigar Lounge, one of the official sponsors of 5 Reasons to Bet. All right, we're going to go to some props here, Tim.
I call it you get to party with grown folks.
Exactly. This is not, right. This is like I said, a clean, comfortable atmosphere in downtown Miami. It's a really good spot. And they got easy parking, too. Park in the garage, we recommend. Park in the garage,
yep.
Cheaper rate, and you can stay there quite a bit longer. All right, Jim, let's get to it. What's your first prop?
Well, first of all, the hat has to be proper. We're going to be cash cows tonight. Cash cows for this Super Bowl today. Okay, the props, let's start at the beginning in the first quarter. First of all, I think it's going to be, hi, Finn. He wants the underdogs to be happening there. I think we're going to have a very slow start to the first quarter. Super Bowls generally start slow. So I love the prop of a under 9.5 points total in the first quarter, okay? I love that. And Cincinnati will kick a field goal, at least one field goal in that first quarter. It's 2-1. You're doubling your money. I love that. I love that in the first quarter.
All right, those first quarter bets, and again, those are fun too, because you bet the first quarter bets, they don't work out. You can go back and bet on some other things. When you're going to do any of this betting, go to betus.com, use the code 5, you get 125% rollover. That's our official code over at betus.com. The code word is 5, 125% bonus, and they have all these props we're talking about are coming from that site, okay? So you can go directly there, sign up, get your money added to, and then play as you go. All right, Jim, give us another.
All right, so we moved from the first quarter to the first half. I think the Rams are going to score points. I think they're going to it's going to be slow, but they're going to get it. So I love over 13.5 points for the Rams in the first quarter. That's 2 touchdowns in the first half. That's 2 touchdowns. That's minus 115. Paying a little bit of a juice, but I think it's worth it. And the one I really like, sacks total combined, both teams for the game, over 5.5 sacks. I mean, remember, Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times in that game against Tennessee. Aaron Donald, he could be the MVP of this game. He's a bit of a dark horse for me to be the MVP. But with Von Miller, over 5.5 sacks, I think the Rams can get that all by themselves. It's minus 135 at BetUS, more juiced up, but again, well worth it. And again, we'll have one more prop when I'm saved at the end of after this commercial.
Yeah, Alfredo Arteaga, who is on a bunch of 5 Reasons to Bet, he loves the Aaron Donald prop on MVP. It's tough though for a defensive player. It's tough unless you have a defensive touchdown.
Right.
You typically don't get it. I mean, even with 2 or 3 sacks, it's challenging.
A buddy of mine called me and he said, "Hey, can you put a little money on BetUS?" He went with Evan McPherson. He went with Shooter being the MVP. 50-1 at betus.com. I said, I'll gladly put the bet on there for you. They'll gladly take your money. I think that is the long shot of all long shots, but it did actually go down. It was 100-1. So there's been some money coming in that's brought the 100-1 down to 50-1 for Evan McPherson being the MVP. But listen, there's never been a kicker to be the MVP. And I thought to myself, what would it take for Evan McPherson to be the MVP of the Super Bowl? He'd have to kick like 8 field goals in the game. Like 5 of them would have to be over 50 yards, and he'd have to kick the game winner like 55 plus 60 yards, and then maybe they still give it to Joe Burrow.
Well, Jim, exactly. I mean, Jim, they gave it to Brady when it should have been Vinatieri at least once.
Right.
Because Brady just set him up for those field goals, but Vinatieri had to actually make them. So I'm not sure that I would play that. And as Manny mentions, our producer Manny Chang, Von Miller, the last defensive player to win it. All right, a word here from Booze Bandage, and then we'll give you one
more prop.
Click, clap, blast 'em.
All right, you should have ordered them already for the Super Bowl, but you still can get them. You still can get them. 5RSN is the code. You get 20% off at boozebandage.com. All right, Jim, clean it up here. Give us another more prop.
The big rage for a long time in the Super Bowl was, would there be a safety? Okay, that was always the most fun, crazy bet. And we had a couple of them where it happened. But I think the new one, especially, I think this is going to be a field goal game. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion in the Super Bowl? But the odds at BetUS are unbelievable. Plus 225. I think we're going to have multiple 2-point conversions between McVay and Zach Taylor. I think they like to play those crazy, in terms of cybermetric, using the book. I think we're going to have a 2-point conversion in the game, probably at a time where we don't even expect it. So at plus 225, yes, please.
I like that too. I mean, yeah, again, we've seen guys go for 2-point conversions where it doesn't even make any sense lately. So I feel like this is in vogue. And then we're going to have a bunch of the old football heads who are like, we hate analytics.
Right.
And we'll see how it plays out. I mean, there are certain rules about when you go for it that it makes sense, but it doesn't seem like any of the current coaches, at least that it came from a certain tree, are following those. We'll see if Mike McDaniel does. I tend to doubt it. I think he'll go with his own rules also.
You mean Mark? All right, so is he Mark Anthony? He looks like Mark Anthony to me.
He does look like Mark Anthony, but he doesn't have J-Lo. Mark Anthony doesn't have J-Lo either. I never really understood that relationship. I stood next to the two of them at the stadium. All right, follow him speaking of J-Lo, just follow Jrod at Jrod Show on Twitter. Use that code 5, F-I-V-E, at BetUS.com. Use the code 5RSN at boozebandage.com. Get yourself that 20% off. And check out City Cigar Lounge, 4 o'clock or anytime thereafter on Sunday. Thanks to Manny Chang, our producer. We'll be back with some NBA props next week.
See ya.